Royal Highness Zaiki Victor Ezogie, the Enogie of Ogwa, who is also a lawyer and in fact a judge. And we also had with us a medical practitioner, who's also a professor at the Ambrosala University, Dr. Ute Inegbenebo. They were here to enlighten all of us in Esanland language on the COVID-19 and the need for our brothers and sisters in Esanland to be very careful and to watch it and to ensure that we do not spread it among our community. We did all that in Esan language, but today following that particular discussions we had here on Monday, 2 days ago, we had a series of reactions from very many of you, our brothers and sisters, particularly persons of Asian origin whose questions we couldn't really answer about the reality of the coronavirus. A lot of people believe, but there are still a few persons who do not believe. So we thought it wise, because of one of the questions that was asked here that day while we're streaming online about number of persons who have been infected in this, and we couldn't answer that. So we decided to go to a big hospital where we have persons who really handle this matter. We were so lucky to be able to get the man himself who is in charge of the COVID-19 team at the Iro Specialist Teaching Hospital, the person of Dr. Peter Ahideno, who is present here with me today, this evening. We are very grateful that he's here. You are welcome, Doctor.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Ahideno is a consultant clinical pharmacologist, Department of Internal Medicine, Iro Specialist Teaching Hospital. We are also expecting 2 other medical doctors. We have Dr. Inome Ekata, who is the medical officer of Victory Hospital and also visiting doctor to the children's home here at Catholic Church Project. Then we have Dr. Stella Ngu of the Department of Surgery at the same Iro Specialist Teaching Hospital, Iro. So we are going to have this discussion here this evening. I understand the doctors are almost around. They will come upstairs to join us. But meanwhile, I have Dr. Akidino here. When I was making the announcement this morning, I did promise that we'll try to see how we can break down to our people this particular session. The doctors aren't going to speak in this language, but maybe occasionally we'll try to see what I can say with this. If you have any people, Emana, Magosi Coco, Numa, the own attacker in the said there and mother, Muse. Now there was so that I know, tag my lawful, but I said, most about one. It's all whatever, only Miana, or Generiwa. It's so that I can't walk a movie. Or I know not even I didn't once about one. Or the mother actually only as the bito no qua no the birua. Na me neither him here will one in Yamana. Oh no, Mukalo, Namia, or the woman bought when they go when they want to Yamana. Mother that you're some like that, law or that Kavai, or little ever 1 year. I tell Dr. Peter Akidino, yes, I know. Back, you know, able of my another time. As the most I was saying, I was talking of why, Miss Apple. What's about this about why? Doctor, what's not why? Aha, that's very nice. Okay, this is why. But I'm going to get all the way. So, that kind of event, the Yola and Awazapa, it didn't help Bumari. Also, Dr. Ngu, Esangu, with ISTH, you know, I big doctor in Ekata, Doctor Nosama, Wanazakwana. So, event here at the Bama, most is in the Bama, Wabulu. So, Doctor, welcome.
Thank you.
We are very happy to have you here. This coronavirus thing, you know, I'm still baffled that some persons still believe that it is not real. I don't know, you have been personally involved in the treatment of persons with coronavirus. I don't know what you have to tell us about coronavirus.
Unfortunately, Father, no matter what you do, some persons will never believe just like the issue of HIV, some persons will never believe. If you care to move around in the streets, even though we have been banned from doing so, and you hang around where youths gather, you see people talking about all sorts of things. They tell you it doesn't exist, they tell you it's a government scam, they tell you it's only for the rich, it's only for the poor.
Yes.
But to answer your question, what I will have to say is whether you believe it or not, it exists. And currently we have patients that are on admission. We have 3 patients on admission in ISTH currently. We discharged 1 today.
Okay.
We have managed 5, okay, that have also been discharged.
Okay.
So from ISTH we have discharged about 5 patients.
Okay.
And we have 3 patients on admission currently. Okay. So that means that they exist.
Okay.
And ISTH has a testing facility.
Nice.
Yeah, and the testing facility is one of the most standard in the world. I mean, the highest way to test it is what we call molecular diagnostics, which we have in ISTH.
Okay.
It tells you, it actually picks the exact virus.
Wow.
It tells you that that virus is in that person, and that's what we use.
Okay.
You know, so, and we've done several tests.
Now, how do you get the patients that you test? How do you get them? Do you just do random testing? Do you go from house to house? Or are persons referred to you before you carry out tests?
For now, first I will say that our kits are limited. We don't have unlimited kits. Okay. So when we started, we used certain criteria. You meet certain criteria before we test the person. Okay. You know, you send some were based on referral. Okay. Maybe because they have contact with some other person who were confirmed. Okay. Or they just came back from travel. Okay. And they started having symptoms. Okay. And some were based on suspicion. They come for some other illness. We think that they are having what may look like the symptoms of COVID, and then we test them. That is what we have been doing till now. But I know the Edo State government, in collaboration with the teaching hospitals, UDTH and Ira Specialist Teaching Hospital, making plans to see how much of routine testing we can do for individuals. Okay,
but I understand that this coronavirus stuff could be asymptomatic, which means the person may not have signs or will not be showing symptoms of the illness. Now, if only persons who have symptoms are the ones who are tested, what do you think about the very many persons who may not have the symptoms who are not yet cannot have access to the testing? So how are we able to lead that?
I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong impression. It's not only people who have symptoms that are tested. Okay. Both people who have symptoms and people who have contacts with confirmed cases, or people who may be asymptomatic, that's no symptoms, but came from areas of high prevalence, like somebody coming from Lagos, somebody coming from Abuja, or somebody coming from outside the country. So far, those are the persons who are being tested. But again, your fears are very valid, that there are so many people who do not have symptoms. Yes. In fact, the persons, I can tell you that up to at least up to 40% of the persons we have admitted were asymptomatic. They didn't have symptoms, but they tested positive, either because they were contacts or something. We still hold them and treat them, make sure they turn negative before we discharge them.
How do you get these persons?
These persons came based on certain criteria that I mentioned before. Okay. Either they were in contact with somebody who has been positive before. Okay. So we just say, okay, maybe your wife, your daughter, since you are positive, the people who were immediately in contact with you, we test them and we find that some are positive. There was the man that we actually had, the wife and the daughter admitted together. Currently in Guinea, there's a family of 4 that's on admission. So based on contact, even though you are not showing symptoms, we do what you call, there's the WHO and NCDC, as well as my hospital, they have a team. They do what they call contact tracing. Okay. So for every positive case that is confirmed, they follow up people who may have come in contact with that person. Okay. They line list them and follow them up. And then they send these people for testing. Okay. Some of them turn positive. They will also treat.
At the moment, how many do you have in ICH who are positive?
At the moment, we have 3 on admission.
Today.
We are expecting 2.
What do you mean you are expecting to have?
When they test positive,
yes,
we send the message to them. Okay. And then the WHO, in collaboration with NCDC, NCDC is the National Center for Disease Control. Okay. Immediately the result is positive, all these people are flagged, all these parastatals are flagged, and then they follow up, they bring the person to the hospital. So we are waiting them.
Thank you very much. I just want to recognize the presence of Dr. Inome Ekatawi here and Dr. Esther Ugu. So you are welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I know that you just got off from work. I will have to make some special arrangement to get you here. Thank you so much for obliging us and for coming. So Doctor, welcome. You just met Dr. Akindino talking about, just started, introducing the topic, the COVID-19 stuff. You work in the ISTH. I know you are not in that department, you are in the surgery department, right? What is the feeling of the medical personnel? I know that if I have a brother, like I was just cracking a joke with Dr. Akindino before we started that this morning someone sent me a text that I should be careful when I'm talking to the doctors.
From ISTH.
From ISTH, I should be very careful. So I kind of laughed about it. So what is the feeling among you doctors and other medical personnel?
Well, as a doctor and having taken the course, we know that we are out there to save lives with our kids. But in as much as we do that, we try as much as possible to protect ourselves. Because if we fall ill, if we become positive, then who will take care of the other members who are positive and are not doctors, for instance? So, on our part, we try to be careful, try to maintain social distancing to the best possible, wash our hands regularly after contact with patients, use our hand sanitizers, as well as much as possible, we are always almost on our face masks.
I have one here.
So, in as much as we do that and we practice these things, we are still not very stable in our minds because we know that to an extent, these practices are not 100%.
Yeah.
It might not protect us 100%, but
no.
It's our duty, it's our job.
Okay.
So just
sometimes I really feel for you, and you keep patients in the hospitals, and people come to visit these patients. I know you have other things in place like washing of hands and all those stuff. Do you get scared that those coming from outside could, contaminate these persons? And what are the things you put in place to check that?
Yes, most patients have a lot of relatives.
Yes.
And thankfully, the hospital has laid down a policy that not more than one patient's relative should be by patient bedside.
Nice.
And the nurses and other staff that are staying within the wards have been active with this. They've been making this come to pass by active. Whenever they see more than one relative in the bedside of the patient, they tend to send them out and insist that one relative stands by the patient's bedside. That's also to help to reduce the spread of the virus.
Okay. Thank you very much. Doctor, yeah, doctor here.
Sorry, Father.
Yes, please.
In addition to that, to answer your question, what has been done to make sure people coming from outside do not bring it in, certain other things. At every point, starting from the gate, yes, there's hand washing mechanism that is activated.
Yes.
And then every human being coming into the hospital, there are persons at the gate to make sure you are wearing your facial mask.
Yes.
And then she's mentioned the other part, that only one relative is allowed to come in per patient. Very good. In addition to that, again, the hospital activities was largely scaled down. Okay. Certain procedures were stopped to reduce the number of persons that come to seek attention in the hospital.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much. Dr. Enome, thank you for coming and for also agreeing to bring Dr. You are the medical officer at Victory Hospital, and I think you be in a better place to speak for all the other doctors who are in other private hospitals. You know, for us Nigerians, when we get sick, many of us don't go to the hospital, you know, first hand. We'll get really sick. We first go to the chemist to get some drugs. You know, we have that, you know, mentality. I don't like those in the nice days. We call a doctor. We don't just call doctors like that. And then when it becomes a bit more serious and we can't handle it, we don't just go to specialized hospitals like ISDH. You ever go to maybe a chemist, you know, and then you move to a hospital like your own. That's the first one. It is only one you can't handle it that you now make references to the specialized hospital. And most of those cases, sometimes they are so serious that you can't handle it and they may even die. Now, with the coronavirus and with if it spreads in the community, it is my thinking that the first hospital or health facility that will suffer or have a lot of those persons coming will be your kind of hospital. What are the things you put in place to ensure? Because it is possible that now that you may be having persons coming to your hospital who have the coronavirus. I don't know, I'm not saying that, but what are the things you are putting in place and how are you going to ensure? Do you have tests? So what kind of kits do you use to check and ensure that persons who have those things are identified, and if you identify them, what do you do? You have difficulty testing them or checking out those things?
Thank you very much, sir. You are very correct when you said patients, especially in this part of the world, don't initially just dash to the tertiary hospital.
Yeah.
They first make a stop at the chemist.
Yes.
And then they come to private practice.
Yes.
This is true. Unfortunately, those of us in private practice have peculiar challenges. Okay? Dr. Akindele just now and Dr. Stella has made mention of several policies, okay, being upheld in such tertiary institutions, okay, enforced by the government.
Yes.
Some of those policies we cannot enforce in private practice, yes, because of our limited resources. So we have a peculiar challenge in private practice. But that being said, we don't just leave to fix. We make efforts to checkmate certain excesses by patients. Okay, for example, at the gate, we employ a security personnel who is constantly there to ensure that before you come in, you wash your hands, okay, or at least you put on a face mask. Okay, and then even within the hospital, we also try to maintain social distances. We arrange the consulting room so that patients stays very far away from the doctor, provided it's within an audible distance. So enable
to prevent the spread. But how do you identify?
Unfortunately, sir, we cannot identify positive patients. Okay. There are no test kits in private facilities, but clinically, we are able to define cases.
Okay.
For example, a significant travel history, a significant history of contact with a positive patient, okay, in the presence of clinical symptoms like dry cough, okay, difficulty in breathing, and fever. This raises our index of suspicion. And with such a high index of suspicion, such patients are immediately referred to tertiary facility. So these are the little way we try to help ourselves in private facilities. There are no testing kits.
Dr. Akindele, do you receive high volume of patients referred to you with such suspicions?
Yes, the volume is quite high. It's quite high because people are getting more aware. People are scared.
Yes.
So when they have symptoms, normal symptoms of prevalent diseases like normal flu, malaria, fever, body pains, they all come.
Do they present themselves for test?
Yes, something.
But what we hear is the contrary, that people are running.
Yeah, a lot of people run. If you do, then some of these persons, they go to the general outpatient department. From there, based on their symptoms, they also referred to us. So, yeah, we recently...
Just before I came in here this afternoon, there was something in the news, and that concerns your facility, that there were some persons, who were in the transit or something in the car or whatever, and then some persons encountered them, stopped them, and then they suspected there were persons coming from the north who had the virus, and then they said they brought in the facility. Is that true?
It is 100% true, and it is very scary. That is because this is not the first time that has happened. But this is the first time persons have made complaints to the government.
Yes.
And the government has become more alert.
Okay. That's the government of Edo State.
Of Edo State.
So it means the governor of Edo State, Governor Basek, is aware of this.
Actually aware, because he holds daily meetings. He's actually on top of this.
That's nice. That's
he
nice.
holds daily meetings.
So nice to hear that.
He's very, very on top of this game. He holds daily meetings with stakeholders, CMDs of the teaching hospitals, commissioners, permanent secretaries for health, WHO, NCDC, who is who in terms of COVID. He holds meetings with them at least 2 hours every day. There he hears complaints, and then somebody had complained before that truckloads of persons come in, especially from the north.
Really?
They come in, some actually hide among animals.
Really?
They bring in cows because food and drugs are allowed.
Ooh.
They bring in cows and they hide within the cows. Persons have been complaining. So in one of those meetings, recent meetings,
yes,
the governor specifically called on the security personnel to be more alert. And so it wasn't surprising that I actually woke up this morning with a text message on my phone,
yes,
from the chief security officer of my hospital.
Okay.
I think he tried to reach me, but my phone was off incidentally. He sent a message that a truckload of persons, very conservatively, about 50 persons, were in ISTH. The deputy governor was aware. My chief medical director had been informed by the deputy director. There was exchange between them, and it was a huge problem this morning when we resumed as to what to do to them. So what we decided to do was to keep them aside and screen them, with our rapid diagnostic kits, which incidentally we are trying to validate, because if it is meant for screening, if the sensitivity is good enough, then it will help us. Our initial tests show that it's okay, it's fair enough. So we used that. PCR is very expensive, and materials are scarce. So we used the rapid diagnostic kit to test all of them, over 50%, all loaded in one truck. Yes. And we found out that about 6 of them were positive by the rapid diagnostic kit.
Wow.
And those 6 persons were inside that truck with all those other persons.
So what is going to happen? They'll all be quarantined.
Father.
That's the implication.
If you ask me what will happen,
yes,
they will enter their truck and go back to Esanland. That's not good, because you cannot bring your problems and bring to Edo State and tell Edo State to take care of it.
What is the guarantee that I will go back? Because I saw a clip this morning. There are some persons in Gombe. Know that they were let loose. The persons who were confined, they're supposed to be on quarantine, they were let loose, and then they complained that they were not being treated. They have not seen doctors. Is that true? Can that be possible?
Father, we hear a lot of things, we see a lot of things on social media. From my experience, I can tell you well over 90%, I'm just putting a figure for the sake of it, are not correct.
Okay.
But it is also very possible because from feelers we get, the certain states in the country are not ready for the COVID-19 pandemic. They are not prepared. And then it's not all doctors that are actually bold enough to handle this issue. Some persons are still scared about it, so it's very possible. But when I see such things on social media, I'm usually careful.
So that is the reason why a lot of people do not still believe that it is real. That probably is the reason. Because, we're in Uromi now. If you go to Uromi markets today, you have them at the market was today. You just feel for the Uromi people, because if there are persons who have this virus, it will just boom the entire community. So what do we do, doctor, to enlighten these people? Or, what is the best thing that you think we can do? Because we are out to do that. We are doing this enlightenment campaign, hoping that they will listen to you. What do we do? What is your advice as medical personnel?
In my opinion, I think that the local government chairman as well as traditional rulers are not doing enough in creating awareness. If you just face or concentrate on social media alone or even the mass media, you will discover that a lot of our people, our mothers and our fathers here in the village, do not have access to the internet.
Yes.
Some of them do not have access to the TV or radio. It therefore means that they are not aware or abreast of the current happenings in the world. So there is need for our local rulers, our chiefs and the leaders, to also hold local meetings, create jingles, or go from street to street, house to house, making announcements about this pandemic, just to create awareness. The reason is this. This example you just gave about the nature of the market today, you would agree with me that majority of the populace in the market today, they are our fathers and our mothers.
Yes.
They are not the elites. They are not people like you and I. They are not people in schools, or people in the offices. These are market women that have no access to internet or a browsing phone. Therefore, we need to do more to be able to reach these special sets.
So you think we should hold meetings?
Yes, I think that there should be a town cry for this purpose, for example, in Efadion, and then maybe in Okoni. They should zone it like that so that it can reach the very last villager.
I just hope that they too believe that this thing is real. And I agree with you. I think if they have their ways of talking to their people. I think what you are saying is right. They should find ways, a means of reaching out to the people and telling them. Okay, now, there's one other thing, doctor. The drugs, treatment for this disease. Do we really have drugs? Because we have had cases of persons who say they have been there. There was a woman who was put on one of the websites, social, you don't believe social media, but she cried that she's been there. No treatment, not even the Panadol, and nothing. She went to be released. It was all there. It went viral. So, are there drugs for this treatment?
Sorry, Father, before I answer that question, which facility is that?
Oh, I can't. I don't know. Is that what?
The same thing.
Don't go. Okay, yeah.
It's a very good question you have asked, because if people know that it can be treated, they tend to come out early. Let me also say that this coronavirus is a new entity recently discovered, maybe in December 2019, from what we see. So, a lot of drugs are being tried, a lot of drugs have been speculated to work. Even our local people also have tried different things. Some tell you many things like detail and all that. Anyways, well, just to say that a lot of drugs have been tried, and one of the most popular, when we started to treat in ISDH, we looked at the literature, we looked at what has been done the world over and what has been speculated, Then we decided to pick a regimen which we have been using. I'm glad to say that that regimen has worked perfectly for us. From what we see from our observations, any patient that comes into the facility gets well within 3 to 4 days.
That's good.
Of treatment.
That's good.
They get very well within 3 to 4 days of treatment. Okay. And there are other things we do for them, of course. Psychosocial support. We have a team of psychologists that will speak to them day in, day out, and encourage them and talk with them. And then we haven't recorded any deaths.
That was what I was going to say. I understand that you have not recorded. The deaths that have been recorded in those states are not from ISTH.
That is one. The deaths have been recorded in those states are not from ISTH. But it's a coordinated treatment. So
okay.
If we just give that credit to ISTH, the whole of the state,
okay,
the deaths.
How many deaths so far in Edo State?
In Edo State, we have 4 deaths.
4 deaths in Edo State.
All the 4 who have died became before or immediately they come to the facility. It means that they didn't start treatment on time. So all those who started treatment have gotten well. And most of them have been, many of them have been discharged. So there's treatment for it.
Now, the treatment, is it free or do they have to pay something?
The treatment is free. The treatment is free, your bed space is free. If the drugs are available, and I say if, because sometimes we run out of the drugs and some persons will buy. But for us in ISTH so far, we don't have that. We provide the drugs, we provide free treatment, free bed stay. So far, yes, the treatment is free.
A while ago, I asked you what you think we should do to those persons. I was suggesting quarantine, then you said no. You suggest that they should go back to the state. If you have persons who are of Asian origin, who have been found to have the virus, what do? Do you quarantine them? Now you have to tell the difference between quarantining and isolating them.
It's easy, and I think it's important that you mention it so that people can
understand.
Now, for quarantine,
yes,
you have suspected cases,
okay,
or persons who have come in contact with confirmed cases,
okay,
or persons who are coming from an endemic area. Okay. For one reason or the other, you have a reason to suspect them. Okay. So you tell them to stay away from people for a period of, we usually say 14 days. Yes. That is quarantine. They are not confirmed. They are not symptomatic. Just because they have a history. Yes. So quarantine is for suspected cases. Isolation is for confirmed cases. Okay. So during the period of quarantine or after quarantine, or for some reason or the other, you test them and the person is positive, you have to isolate that person. You isolate and treat.
So when do you do this? Do you quarantine or isolate in the hospital or at home?
You quarantine at home, basically, and you treat in the hospital. But there are some persons that we look at their home setting and we think that we may be able to treat them at home.
Could you please tell some of our viewers who may not understand what quarantine is, what the implications of being quarantined at home are? What are the things that imply? Just lock yourself up in your room, I don't go out or whatever. Or are you going to choose for the person where to stay, or the person choose himself? What are the things that are involved in being quarantined?
Being quarantined, first of all, you have to have a conscience.
That's good.
You have to have a conscience to be disciplined enough to obey the rules of quarantine. Okay? Being quarantine means you should stay away from people. You stay in your house. Okay? And even from your family members as much as possible. Okay? You wear your face masks all through this period, and there's an arrangement with your family to stay away from you, give you food, but you stay away from the public. That's the basic thing, so you don't spread it outside of your house. Okay? Now, sometimes, some persons, if you look at their setting, I mean, people who stay in face me and face you, or who have a large family within a small space, you think that they cannot quarantine at home, they are quarantined in a facility.
Okay.
So you can decide to quarantine them in a facility and monitor them that period, monitor their temperature. After the period of quarantine, like 14 days, you may not decide to test. They are negative, you let them go.
Suppose one wants to be isolated in his home. Maybe one comes to the hospital and maybe after test is positive. And he says, I can't stay in the hospital. You give me whatever it's going to cost, I will pay. I want to stay at home. I want to be isolated at home.
For now, yeah, there are one or two persons like that.
Okay.
In all honesty. But
Yes.
for now, we don't encourage it.
Okay.
The Edo State government is very clear on that.
Okay.
But you cannot, it's not a hard and fast rule. You cannot put, you don't do it like one size fits all. There are some individuals you look at their home setting, you look at, you've spoken with them, you look at their mentality.
Yes.
You think, okay, this is the kind of person that will comply with drug. He lives alone, or he lives in his, with few persons, and he can isolate himself from these persons. You have looked at all that setting, and then you think that he will be more mentally stable if he stays alone in that his house. In which case, you will also have the capacity to send hospital health staff, maybe every day or every other day, to go and monitor that kind of person. Then the person must also not be too ill, because if the person is ill, he has to come to the facility. You know that these persons can rapidly die.
Doctor, thank you so much. I know that you are here with us. There's a question I have for you. For persons who have been identified to have coronavirus, I understand that sometimes it is those who have other serious problems that usually succumb to the virus itself, like those with diabetes, kidney problem, and all that. So you are a surgeon, right? You have someone you have to work on and has coronavirus. How do you go about that? Do you still go about the regular or normal surgery with the person? Or do you say, treat the virus first, let be clear of the virus before you come forward for the treatment? Or if you have to carry out surgery on that person, what do you do first? Do you take care of your own, or you have to take care of that first? So how do you go about treatment of that person?
Well, like Ella said, most of the patients that contact this illness, most of the patients in which these illnesses are more severe are patients that have comorbidities, like diabetes, patients with hypertensive heart disease, or any form of immunosuppression. They are the ones that really have the severe forms of this illness. So the patient needs to be operated on, and patients confirmed to be positive for coronavirus. Now, the things to consider here are the surgery you are about to carry out on this patient. Is it an emergency surgery or it's an elective case? If it's an elective case, in which case it has to, with or without doing the surgery at that point, the patient will not die. So you need to postpone. You may want to postpone the surgery since it's not an emergency.
Okay.
Treat the patient, let the patient be clear of the virus. Because in doing that, it's going to help to reduce the spread of the virus to other health staff who will be exposed to that patient. And since the patient already has been positive for the virus, there may be some immunosuppressive, the patient may be immunosuppressed, you understand? So in that case, the surgery itself might also now be other added comorbidity to that patient at that time. So it's better at that point to treat the patient than postpone your surgery if it's an emergency case. However, if it's an emergency case, well, it's now put this in form of anyone, because as much as we know that the spread of the virus is rapid, and having one person come in, spread the virus to many other persons, now increasing the dose, is something we are worried about. So, in as much as we have PPE, that's our personal protective equipment that we use, and face masks, hand washing, wearing of our hand gloves, our scrubs, that the gowns we use to protect ourselves. If it's life-threatening and we feel we have these PPEs ready, well, I think we may want to go in. That would I think, but there's no lay down about what to do, because everything depends on what we see at that point. Because I've read about some patients who are positive. For instance, a woman who comes in pregnant and needs cesarean section.
Yes.
And they find out that the woman tested positive. She has had a cesarean section done already.
Oh.
Now, in that case, the question will now be how protected the health worker who carried out that surgery on her. So I think it boils down, for that case, it boils down to we being protected, using our PPEs at that point. Or if the situation does not permit, then we may want to treat the patient of the coronavirus before continuing to do so. That's my take on it.
Thank you very much. Dr. Lome, there's something I keep wondering about. What efforts are health facilities like yours making to ensure that they liaise with this general institution to get these kids, to get patients who come to you tested for the virus? Are you making an effort? What efforts? Even if you are not in your hospital, you see other hospitals, maybe there are some that are bigger. Do you think they are making efforts, or they just make referral cases to hospitals?
I'm very sure they make efforts. They make efforts.
Okay.
Okay, and that's because it's not just about the patient, it's also in our own interest.
Okay.
Okay. If, as a doctor, I have had a contact with a suspected case, and then it turns out later that this patient is positive, of course, I would have to go back to the hospital and all of the staff.
Yes, I thought about that too.
Yes. Okay, would have to either be quarantined okay, for the inclusion period or isolated, so to say. Okay, so it means that there is need to make efforts. Okay, thankfully, the National Center for Disease Control and CDC has made public their contacts. Yes. So this has made it very easy to reach them. So if I suspect a case in the hospital, the private facility, I have contacts to which call them, and then they take it over from there until that patient is certified negative before the hospital can resume his.
Have you ever had any patient you would like to have negative, positive?
No. Okay. Interestingly, we don't have any positive patients.
It hasn't happened in Edo State.
Okay.
I know something similar happened has happened in Edo State.
Okay.
Just to also add, this relationship between tertiary centers, especially our center that manages,
Yes.
and private hospitals, to let him know, and maybe other private practitioners,
Okay.
that the government again, in collaboration with the teaching hospitals, that is ISTH,
Like your own, yes.
and then
UBTH, yes.
taking care of the central, ISTH taking care of central and north senatorial districts,
Yes.
UBTH taking care of the south. Yes. They have embarked on first going around all the private facilities, training of doctors in the private health sector,
Excellent, excellent.
identifying certain hospitals.
Yes.
For instance, one of the hospitals called today, so it's already leading fruits.
Okay.
Identifying certain hospitals and labeling them screening centers.
Do you have any of such hospitals in Uromi?
They came to Rome today. The team
We
came
would like to
Rome
know. I would like to
I-
know any hospital have been identified, chosen, and accepted, and labeled, and
as a screening
as a screening center, so that we can refer persons that are suspected of
Once I
having
get that
it.
information, I'll get
Yes,
it.
and we'll put it on our page, so people will see it.
So they are going around and encouraging screening this time without just based on criteria that we know. If you meet certain criteria, then they are now referred to the tertiary centers where they can do the
There should be no fear about it, no phobia, nothing.
No, there shouldn't
So,
be.
dear viewers, there should be no fear about the corona. It is real, that is the coronavirus, but don't be scared. If you have the symptoms, you will soon have screening centers to go so you can be screened. And if you are positive, we pray you are not, there are things you can do that I'm talking about today. One last thing, Doctor, we want to talk about is about the traditional drugs, native medicine, you know, herbs. We understand not only in Nigeria, but there are some countries that have tried out herbs, you know, traditional medicine that have worked. What is your take on that?
Incidentally, Father, my area of specialization is clinical pharmacology.
I know.
And that means that we are trained to accept drugs.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where it's coming from,
Yeah.
whether it's from traditional. In fact, there's a part of our training where you learn how to validate medical drugs.
Okay.
It's part of our training. However, most of the claims from the traditional persons have not gone through any trials.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't just take something because somebody says it works. We would have seen positive cases, we would have used it, and then treated some other set of positive cases without any drugs to see whether there's any difference in the treatment and the non-treatment. Anyway, these are clinical trials.
Yes.
So, yes, some people claim that they have found cures,
Okay.
but none of them has been proved. You know, so I cannot now tell you that yes it works or yes it doesn't work. But of course, drugs are gotten from herbs,
Yes.
or modified from herbs. So it's very possible that yes, they are found cures.
Okay. But what about the vaccine? How possible would the kind of vaccine be? How long do you think it will take? You know? I know you're not, that's not your area, but
It's my area.
oh, it's your area? Oh, nice. So, what are the efforts you put in, and how are we going to get one soon from ISTH?
In a way, it's funny, but yes.
Wow.
Yes. Now I say yes because ISTH, as at this week, over the weekend, my chief medical director was contacted. They know us, we are doing clinical trials.
Okay.
Now we are already going to work on a vaccine for Lassa fever.
Okay.
So world over, we are known for clinical, we are beginning to be recognized for drug trials. We are doing a drug trial for Lassa fever. We are doing vaccine trial for Lassa fever. 2 drugs, in fact, for Lassa fever. So when the prospect of vaccines came up, somebody from the WHO already asked my treatment director if we will be interested in doing the vaccine trial with them. He said, why not? Since we already, if it's validated by, if the WHO has done the initial trials and they think it's okay, we'll join in the clinical trial. So technically not from us, but we'll be part of the clinical trial for the vaccine to say that yes, it works. And how soon that will be, the earliest we are hearing, there are a lot of candidate vaccines already for coronavirus, but the earliest we are hearing is probably around December, January.
Talking about clinical trial, candidate vaccine. You need to break this down for us.
Oh, sorry. I thought I did that actually. When you say clinical trial,
Yes.
you and I know that, for example, people claim that agbo works for malaria.
Yes.
Does it really work? Or is it that some people will get malaria and get well?
Yes.
So, for you to say that agbo works, you will treat some people with agbo, okay? Then you will leave some people without treatment, okay? You will check how many people got well with agbo and how many people got well without treatment, okay? So, if the number of people getting well with agbo is a lot more than the number of people getting well without treatment, then you have done a clinical trial, okay? It means that agbo works, okay? But if the number of people getting well on both sides is similar, it means that agbo doesn't work, okay? So that's clinical trial simply means you put the drug to test to show that it really works. It is safe and it is effective. That's what clinical trial is.
Now, in doing this, I hope you're going to get people's consent. It's not fair.
No trial goes on without consent.
Okay, first has to be explained to.
You have to be explained to.
Has to
You
accept.
have to accept. Nobody's going to force.
Nobody's coerced to.
Anybody. In fact, when my chief medical director and I were joking, we both simultaneously said we were ready to test it on ourselves first. So nobody's going to be passed. Nobody. It's you volunteer. Otherwise, you go against the ethical agreement.
Thank you so much, Dr. Adoshuwa. You know, at the beginning of this program, I mentioned that we are actually out to talk to our Esan people. And I know you are not Esan, but you are. But you don't speak very much of it. But sometimes I've seen you administer drugs and I see you speaking sometimes. I know this one may sound one.
Yes, I can even laugh in Esan.
Now, our people, some people, some of them have been listening. You know, I tell you, the reason why I interpret my masses and preach in Esan, just a few people, a few old women who they take the pain to try to listen to me, to get to, on the phone, they don't understand, they come to tell me. And I want to get to them. I can tell you at least one or two of them is on now. I can tell you at least like one where or two is on now. So if you would please, just in this language, just give a synopsis, a little summary of what you think from your medical perspective. Because you promised me at the beginning that you will say something this. Let our Esan people, even very cool. I'm going to say Dr. Peter Akidino, Esan Akidino. All they want for when they belong and then when they want to be another. All they, I don't know your car over those states. All they belong all in that be. I'm not part of it. All they mad at you about the matter. But you no, from the Takere, I am only one of that. No, Esan. Not a mama. Everyone at Kiwisa say what I know because almost what I hear, man. Or on I mean, no tea, and I mean, no, or like Bello, they want him. No, want. Where am I? Want it.
I'm a real message, and there is one West, and I'm I can't work. Every Zamada Rivena, or the Matemoi coronavirus. Mario. Maki hemo ni coronavirus na. Aremie mama ho ebi government yi ma lu ye ma ho ebi government yi ma ye ma gbanelu ma ye doki bin mara kare doki ka biere ebi ze ole ni coronavirus na. Oni virus na. Oye dia bi ono si onwe. So oni virus na Binare mio, a mio amone, no da robo swegbe, okay, a robo swe, we sabore mioni virus. A mio coho, or da coho, wherever we sabore mioni virus. So, unless any government that yo, man bane, you will do my yema, and I buy a mamasiku, or Agmasikoku, I no more, Agmasikoku, Akimie, only Yaminoki mama, Abu, where women. All the Miamena, Agmotemi Kike, a way so yogi, or Erivo, gay old government, Ivali, a way so yogi, Ebu Fino Quema, Ebu working a reality, Edmadam Wena, my beloga Wesu, my more machinery test, my test, not that positive, Ebony, Ibaronita, Honoria morning. So, if my Sarah my mere. Our meaning again me we so name morning. My treat away so any master will treat the hospital in the Irua, a bit died my discharge the any say any mamma como or Catherine Yamaki will discharge you. Or you may know that no body have been a more attention, we are more happy body of Boko. Only Yame or Moria without a vibe, the hospital without test. Ada ke muhia rikunoria ebeki donoria anye wa ke vai we don neko ada mi oni mama muewe be wa ki vai oye ja nonsense So, back when I woke up, I do family. I'm here, I'm over you, almost. But I will go back, no lad, I will go back. Like no lad, Joby, if you don't mamma, your name, your man. Back to man, live by hospital. Adam here, a coron or a mon. Any man in a barrel, your or the way. Another capo, a bit of some aqua. Who do cap Vanoria? Or your other guys are born here, no say. While you're no more in a relay, you are now by the hospital, you are. Mark will test no area. I can buy another treat of hockey food. Or you value Neko.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Dr. Peter Akilino is the head of the team on COVID-19 in Ira Specialty Teaching Hospital. The other one is our son as well. I'm going to make you speak this now. What will you tell your Asian people, very briefly about this? No, I'm not coming to you. About this bubble round up. So what will you tell them? How would you advise them? I will talk to them about socially, you made a point, very valid point, that the NEJs, the local government chairman, are those who are in charge of administration of ruling people in the various communities should find ways of disseminating information about the virus so that people will not be coming together, they will be rules, stay at home, and all these things that do not spread. Let them hear from you. You're a medical doctor. Talk to them in your language.
Sorry, Father.
Yes.
Just the point again.
Yes.
Because I actually forgot to mention that being among the front line,
yes,
among those managing, there are certain information that I am privy to.
Yes.
Okay, so I also know that the Edo State government, in collaboration with the Rural Specialist Teaching Hospital, set up a team again who are going from Onuji to Onuji.
Okay.
Enlightening the palace first and the chiefs.
That is wonderful.
And then getting commitment from the NEJs to escalate the information to the populace. So it's already going on.
Thank you very much.
Like I said, I think today, over the weekend, the Onuji of Rogo was visited. I know the Onuji of Rogo, some other Onujis have been visited, and they have all promised to assist in this regard. Before
you move on, there are some some persons that have the Vicar General of our diocese, very of our friends of movement. He has been watching and is thanking all of us here. I just have to recognize him because they are taking our time to join us. We have Joseph Osayame Nkware. We have Peter Agudema all the way from Lagos. He's watching. I say thank you to all of you. Joseph Inuara is there. Justina Idagmo Ebutime. Silva Ise is there. Benedict Asioku is watching. We have Akin Olaomi, my professor in the seminary, is watching. Twin AK Akere is watching. Some of them are watching in groups. John Inomosela is watching. Ohide Douglas, Louis, Isaac is watching. Julius Eboseli Park is watching. Favor Odiahe is watching. Greg Abuya Moseli, one of our priests, is watching. This is just on the bus. There was some person watching Catholic Chairs and on also Holy Family Media House. We have those sites. So this is just on the bus. So thank you for watching. If you have questions, feel free to ask. So, Doctor, over to you. Now speak Esan to your people.
There's about the Satan. Pota Bano Metabeta Mala Macasuinare. Oli, all your morally, live at home. Everybody, Otarevin, not regarding coronavirus, COVID-19. All the guy and water. So we are there with Hontawe, whether on well, Sylvia and Willie Hona. Look along any land, any winner, their care hospital, any winner or any belogi, every morning yame, beyond one man or winner. So, Ramade, for example, I will tell you, gay, Willemo, Ada near or no coronavirus, that's it. Any coronavirus, okay, disappear. Only a month. A way to reach out where vitamin C or sabo prevent the coronavirus. Only a month I hear really. In fact, necessarily having only more than virus hospital, either where Eke Bali or Lere Valley Hospital. The kids are not a meta doctor, cookie vitamin C, not chemical cocoa. Other will be regular bio, over and with vitamin C or sabo preventing coronavirus. So, and then vitamin C or shave when you actually acute gastritis. Okay, okay, so, Allah vitamin C, or lemon or garlic, I'm going to buy something now on the menu, but I don't care a lot of coronavirus in Moria on the so adversity Paniwokamana Ole will question where information and Luemi, Lord Nota. I didn't go take the computer who setting others about browsing. They have your legally about the websites now verified. For example, WHO website. Whether you need any information when you any or need what's about the wrong doing, or whether you're the NCDC, whether need information we need what's about the wrong doing, or whether website or Tivo or see what special teachers, whether information we need what's about the wrong doing. But in our home, we need that the DBA, the region, or the so whatever.
You're speaking so well. Dr. Esther, I'm not going to Stella. I'm not going to let you go and say a word to our people. You can't. You won't speak Esther. So just say final word to the people. But break it. Can you break it, PG? Let me hear you. I'm talking about the old. There's some old people here who are watching. Just break it so that. Something more from your own point of view.
My people are well done.
Nice.
So I just wanted to ask one thing before we come on to. So this thing when they call coronavirus, is they real low? As when they go market, nothing say the thing not they real. They talk with everybody, they shake hands, they hug everybody where you never see before. This will not be time when they do all those ones because coronavirus is they real. And we don't first tell them that how they take the contact them. What you need to do now, make sure say before you come up for house, if you must come up for house, you must wear face mask. So whether not cloth they take swam or anyone, the one where you fit do, make it not be say you don't use at all, you must use face mask. Wash your hands. You must carry hand sanitizer for bag. If you not see where you wash hands for road, you use your hand sanitizer. If you see that woman where you say you never see before, no need to hug them or say you want shake them. You just wave and breathe they go, or you use your elbow the person. At least you don't give a small distance. And remember, social distancing, you need to do social distancing. 6 feet. You must give the person like 6 feet. Because this virus, if they spread come out, and the person they bring that come out for your nose, you they take and go back inside. All the many things where they don't they tell you now, say now they kill the virus. It's not true. But I must know say this virus don't kill many people. And if you not practice all these things well, don't tell now. The virus will increase. We're going to get more numbers every time. But now una go help us. We dey do this one now so that una go know. Now una go help us. If una fit help us do all this is where we talk. Stay at home. If you not fit stay at home, do the ones where we just make you do. The virus you know go spread again. By God's grace, everybody go dey okay. The coronavirus era will end. We pray say God will keep us, everybody. And we pray say this period where we won't stay at home. We not go dey hungry. God will provide for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Stella. Thank you. The Lord going to bless you. I want to thank you very sincerely. I thank all those who have watched us and who are participating. Doctor, I thank you for finding time to come here. I know you are very busy. Then when I asked you to come yesterday, you said they usually call you from Benin and you were not sure. So, but thank God they didn't bother you today. I know you had that incident, unplanned incident, but you still came in here. I saw how they were calling you while you were here already. So from that, I know you are very busy. So thank you for finding time to come and to enlighten our people. You have done so well, and I tell you that I've done, we go a great way to teach our people know about coronavirus. They know too that the virus is real. That is just the point I want to make. And that is the point I make. And a valid point has been made here today. That point is that we should all be part of this dissemination of information, correct information about the coronavirus. Namely, that it is real, that we should try to obey the regulations of the time. You know, like washing of hands, maintaining social distancing, and trying as much as we stay at home and don't come out if you don't have anything to do outside. And we are very sure that if we keep this, it will be minimized, and I'm sure within a very short time, we'll again come back to business as usual. Once again, I thank you guys for coming. I ask God is going to bless you, bless your endeavors. Doctor, I said to you a while ago, you know, no, we're joking. I told you before that combo, I gave you with sugar. As I said, they said we don't shake you guys, and I told you that somebody has said as well, because he told me, at least as at yesterday, I tested negative. But for me, that went down to me that you have to be testing yourself every day because of your family. Yeah, he told me that, you know, the hardest part of the job is, you know, your family, having to cope with your family. Then the moment you get home, just take off your and he was telling me how he does his routine jobs, you know, he wears everything, but when he gets home, just quickly take these things off. I just can't imagine how, I know it's a very serious work for you. God will give you the grace, He will give you the strength. On our part, those of us who go to church, we will keep praying for you. And if I will pray for all of you, all the medical personnel, some of your colleagues have given up their lives. Some are bound to this. So you will not die. God will watch over you. He will protect you. Please don't be scared. Keep the flag of the Spirit flying and keep up the good work you're doing. With God on our side, we shall overcome. Thank you so much. I am going to bless all of you. Amen. Look how I'm a bull, Makinyo Serena. But that time, I did don't go around here. Any one, they were Kenny, will not care. First, Master Boy, the Majimalan, and no, so no, that's all big. My dear, youth, I need you to tell, and then you got tell. I got to say, my dear Joanna, in my lady. Somebody about the river.